in some trouble. He has that TP. Can they get the magic missile off in time? Yes, they can. Snake King, he's a dead king right here. Most likely. Z-Freak, yeah, there's a lift, and who gets the last hit? It will be Melons, the greedy man he is. No, but well played right there by compLexity to successfully get that kill.
That Pudge has pulled, but this allows Pudge obviously to get a 3 lane by himself actually. So regardless of what they do, Pudge is going to get something out of it because of that pull. It's level 4 now.
There we go. He's going to take some pressure right here. Yeah.
He can TP out though. Off the frostbite, he can TP straight out.
True.
He could just run.
So, I don't know if he's going to get away from this.
Yeah.
That bug's on him, so he's not really escaping. He is definitely
dead.
Terminate attack, and that's a free kill right there.
He did kill the Shadow in mid lane though, so got some kind of trade out of it. But yeah, I think actually if Pudge was able to kind of bait out the frostbite like earlier, and then he could TP straight away. But the problem was that he was kept running, and the chip damage kept on going and going, and obviously got lower and lower, and that whenever he was frostbite, he wouldn't get time to get TP out anyway. So unfortunate, but that's done.
Middle lane, setting up an imprisonment right here. He's diving that Shadow Fiend. They do have support nearby. Pudge lining up the hook. Easy hook on top, and that's a dead 747 as a result. Port coming in, but obviously not getting here nearly in time from Crystal Maiden. In fact, she just cancels it as the job is already done. So that's the easy. He needs to make his way out of here some way, somehow. I don't know if that's going to happen, though. As they slow him down, they get the tower kill, and Z-Freak pretty much going to die right here. It's just a matter of how long it takes to kill him, and there you go. There's your answer. The decay comes out, and they secure the kill onto him. So yeah, missing that hook, really unfortunate for Monkeys.
I think that's the whole kind of ethos of a Pudge as well. Like, you have to be hitting those hooks, or it's not worth it. He's going to catch up here with the Undying, but he's not going to be able to kill him because he's by himself. But yeah, that simple hooks like that can make a difference. But they do roam mid. Again, OD is such a great hero to gank with though, because obviously you set up with the Astro. Boys.
Trying to get him, and there we go. That's it. As you mentioned, the cast just curious. I mean, when all 5 heroes are essentially trying to kill him now. Gonna pop the imprisonment. There's support coming in actually, so this could be interesting. Crystal Maiden with the ultimate will secure the kill, but she does fall. Monkey's being on the back who got the hook. He sets up the kill on Undying, but he is gonna get taken out himself. However, Clinks is now here, but he's taking some good damage. Vengeful finally joins the party. Magic Missile not gonna do too much. Dark Rift activated by Snake King, looking to send himself and at least Shadow Fiend back. Weaver's trying to get there in time, and he will, as they make their escape. So ultimately a 2 for 3, I believe. Yeah, 2 for 3 exchange right there. Finish to the tower. In the flank though, Monkeys locks him down with the Dismember. Is there enough follow-up damage? Out comes the minus armor. And the damage from Moo coming out right here. It is going to be enough. It's a strafe, but Crystal Maiden, the ulti got canceled immediately actually. Not even sure about what the freezing build, however, they do get the kill on a Pudge despite that, so.
Yeah, nice TP out from Melons as well, actually. We mentioned a little bit how Doo-Wop are very kind of lacking lockdown, so we're going to see a lot of sort of TPs out mid-fight, and there's something that Doo-Wop can really do about it. I mean, they completely dove really hard there, but was only lost the Pudge, and then was able to TP out.
Link sitting from a distance. Doesn't have the most life right here, but TPs are coming in. Down goes the Tombstone, but it's going to be killed pretty quickly, as they do take out Undying as well. So the hold successful for compLexity right there. Catches OD. Will he have any support with him? Doesn't have imprisonment. The hook actually hitting Underlord right there. I think he might have got canceled to help him. Ends up hitting Underlord, dragging him in, and they do pick off OD in the background as Weaver chases him down. Ultiform activated by Undying, but Moo doing too much damage from a distance. Helps secure the kill into him with those searing arrows. And now you see Monkeys trying to live, has that rot. Can he maybe deny himself right here? Not going to be in time as he is chased down by the Weaver. Now Z-Freak actually has to activate his own Shikuchi, and that he's still right there to make sure he gets out of there. But another couple of back and forth battles, but another 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Doo-Wop actually. Setting up the flank right there, so compLexity is able to retreat in time, and they head towards the top lane as a team. They're going to find Undying actually by himself. You see the Wave of Terror used initially, and for that damage, get the kill. Crystal Mage also going to be thrown in. 2 Clinks right here, and he will also follow up with another kill. The hook, oh, it hit Vengeful. She swapped first. Oh, the communication not necessarily on point, which is pretty rare for compLexity. Seems like they're usually on top of that, but sometimes you're not. All right, well, they'll push the top lane instead. They do get the 2 supports dead.
Yeah, with Clinks, so they should be able to take this town down pretty quickly. They strafe his on cooldown, but with the burning arrows, obviously look how quickly it falls. There is a TP coming from Undying, who's going to get hooks actually. Yeah.
You talk about one of the better heroes to go up against people that are TPing into a tower. Obviously, Pudge is right up there with them as far as his.
that medallion's going to be useful for whatever target things goes on here, and obviously helps with Roche. Talking of Roche, it looks like compLexity are going to go for it themselves. They've got medallion, as you mentioned, on the bench, but with the wave of terror and clings, this Roche is going to fall. Going to trade a tier 2, but there is actually a TP. All the TPs coming from Duop actually, but I don't think they're going to make it in time.
Oh, that Dark Rift, but yeah, do not get there in time. Cancel picks up the Aegis fight. Here we go. They want to fight Pitamouse on 4 different heroes. Mel's off the bat, swaps in immediately. He is going to die pretty quickly. That's the Tombstone also down. Nobody's killing it. Pudge, he's going to end up dying. This seems like compLexity just had a loss as far as 1 to 2 right here. OD is going to fall, and they're probably going to pick him off a second time as well. So despite getting the Aegis, it's not going to work out. He puts himself under as the Requiem goes off right as he reses right there. It's just delaying the inevitable, though. A 4 for nothing, including the Aegis kill. On top of that, yeah, that was well played by Duop. Don't know if they're going to get a Crystal Maiden here. Maybe. Oh, wow, they're being pinked out now, so at least Moo was. They saw him there. Oh, the hook does land, though. And that's an easy kill as a result, so.
Yeah, it's going to probably transition into a tier 2 as well, actually, so a decent hook, although the OD going, these kind of support items, is not going to be able to do a lot of damage as a result. SF looking for this kill on Rubik, and he's going to find it, I think.
Yeah, and Z-Freaks down. No chance right there for him to react. So good use of that Shadow Blade. Speaking of that, though,
Yeah,
as a swap, it's obviously, do you swap your teammate, though? Unless they have some kind of quick escape themselves, that's pretty silly. So he's going to be hooked back. TP out immediately, that's not going to work, and Monkeys actually does make the escape. So a good attempt at least, but Vengeful really no chance from the beginning. Moo, he's hunting. Oh, Dark Rift, they're going to go somewhere. He's going to see this. Obviously, he doesn't really get too much out of it, but they're going to go to the bottom shrine area and make their way down. The bottom lane, meanwhile, Shadow Fiend's running in. He's going to chase after him. The Dark Rift coming to the bottom shrine as well. The hook on his Shadow Fiend. His member coming out now. Going to get the support in time, though. He pops the BKB. 747 is going to fall. That move from the back line is going to take him out. In comes the swap onto Klings right there, but he is chased down by Weaver, and it's 3 dead on the side of compLexity. Only 2 for Duop. So Duop, despite losing Shadow Fiend off the bat, they make it work as Weaver focus fired that Klings that whole time, and even with the swap, it did not matter. So Duop comes out on top again.
Yeah, Klings is dying far too quickly in these team fights, honestly. I mean, it was alright. I guess it was 2 for 2 trade, or 3 for 2 trades. So again, Duop are coming out ahead. But yeah, the Klings is just dying like.
With the hook, perhaps, but Monkey's running in, maybe trying to get the Underlord. There's a lift. Should be an easy catch, but here comes the response. Out comes the Tombstone. The heal on Underlord right there. It's going to be enough damage, so yes, it will be. Klings from the flank. Requiem of Souls from a distance right there, doing the slow at least. And Melon's feeling he gets the swap off onto the freezing field of Crystal, mainly stopping it, but it does die shortly after the hook. Going to miss because Odie put himself under, and that might kill himself in the end. Yeah, Cancel's going to end up falling right there. If he actually got hooked, he probably lives, honestly. Klings meanwhile taking out Weaver, and he gets the kill on it, but now moves on the run. The BKB not up just yet, as we mentioned. Monkeys dismember onto Undying, but now he needs to run on out of there. That ain't gonna work, and they will drop him. So yet again, Duop comes out on top in terms of numbers. Seemed like compLexity had hope, but 3 for 2 exchange.
Yeah, he has BKB or not. So I think it was a little bit arguably too defensive and too passive play there to move.
Yeah. Tombstone is down. Hook onto Undying, actually. That's going to be a free kill on him, but Roshan's still going to fall. And that's an Aegis picked up by the Shadow Fiend. So compLexity and minor victory. Oh, the swap does hit. Shadow Fiend actually. Do they have the follow-up lockdown? No, they do not is the answer. As he pops the Shadow Blade, he just kind of walks it off right there. So that initiation, not necessarily the greatest. And now Vengeful Spirit, he's being locked up at the Pit of Malice. You see Weaver going to chase him down. A couple of auto attacks later will end up dropping him. So now Vengeful's dead for another 50 seconds about, with no buyback right here. So yeah, minor victory leads into really not the greatest fight in the end for compLexity. Despite the as well, could be some interesting interaction up here at the top lane meanwhile, but Undying also nearby, so you got to be a little bit careful. Weaver goes in though. There's coming a bots actually trying to kill the creep in time, doesn't get the kill, and Monkeys ends up falling. You can see him using the dismember right there, just hoping for the best. It probably wouldn't have mattered anyways, whether he killed it. Almost missing an opportunity out there, but yeah, as we say all the time, it's better to just not dive too much and sacrifice and whatnot. Undying, I said Underlord right there, but Undying does get hooked. And actually, Crystal Maiden going to be put under as well, so for follow-up, but here comes that support, and by support I mean the core. 747, the Requiem of Souls again from a distance. They'll move, meanwhile, panic and auto attacks, but once again, going to have to skeleton walk away, simply trying to live. running away with his teammate. But Pudge so far the only one that's dead on the side of compLexity. Moo, he picks up the courier actually. Now he's going for the kill, but the Glimmer Cape popped right there, as well as a freeze in place on a Clinks, and he can't even kill Undying. They are kiting him so well right now, and he finally pops a BKB. He does pick off the Crystal Maiden. Not going to be able to get much else. Meanwhile, he loses another teammate into Rubik, and over here, OD going to have to put himself under once again, probably just delaying the inevitable of surviving right here. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So they do pick up Cancel, and the 3 kills happening in favor of Duop. But again, the core staying alive, Shadow Fiend and Weaver. So at least Klink's able to pick off, you know, even one of the supports. I guess both of them even, but
Getting very low actually, 5 seconds on an SF, and for the Weaver, the BKB is 28 seconds.
look at that though. Ghost Scepter popped by Crystal Maiden. Now at least they had Pudge nearby to help secure the kill in the end. I was gonna say though, Ghost Scepter a huge pickup against this Clinks. As soon as he opens, he just popped that, as we saw right there. All of a sudden, Clinks can't really do anything about it and has to wait it out. So and as we've seen in previous fights,
Clinks is really the only threat in the team fight, so if they can focus in, then it's fine, which forces Clinks to play defensive. But oh, here we go.
yeah, they're gonna find Moo actually. That's a big target right off the bat. He's just simply in full survivor mode, and it's not even gonna work. He has a buyback, but he's way far away. The Requiem of Soul, Z-Freak actually using it right there. Gets the kill on a Crystal Maiden, but they lose himself as well as that Clinks from before. And the rest, and we're gonna see
minimal.
right here.
But we need a decent hook here. It's the only way they can defend this high ground, I think.
Here we go. Case out in the background. There's a swap in on a Weaver, actually. Weaver's going to die pretty quickly. He has no buyback. That's a chance for compLexity. They do lose Vengeful, but she did her job. Getting that big swap in. Z-Freak jumps in. He pops the ultimate, which is stolen from Undying. In comes the Sandy to the Eclipse as well. And 747 pops the Hurricane back, go for the kill on the Monkeys. Not going to be enough damage initially. 747 may end up falling, but again, he has the Aegis. Meanwhile, the freezing field going off that whole time, doing plenty of damage. Triple kill, actually, for Shadow Fiend, as he will end up falling, but the Aegis bringing him right back up, of course. So Clinks in the background, still good to go. At about half life, so needs to be somewhat careful. They do put onto Underlord right there, and they take out the Crystal Maiden, but as soon as he comes out, Shadow Fiend goes with him, and yeah, they got the racks on top of that. So as pretty as of an opening that was for compLexity, it still doesn't matter.
It was actually kind of a nice team fight there from compLexity. It was kind of it was kind of like a semi-hook, but obviously they used the Venge.
Just, yeah, but most certainly a game, it's going to be a very, very difficult task. This is not going to help things. Zodi gets caught initially. The auto attacks from Shadow Fiend. He's chasing him down, pops the BKB. Blade Mail going to be used though. Switches targets. Mel's meanwhile the focus fire now. Buyback on Unlord as he did die right off the bat right there. Move from a distance with that strafe. But again, he is keeping that distance. Takes out the Centaur that was on top of him. Weaver dives on OD. OD will barely survive though. And the hook meanwhile to Undying into the well right here, but not close enough. And he's just gonna walk it off. He finally will get picked off. But over here you see Clinks again running back. They destroy the racks. And that is gonna spawn Mega Creeps now. And that should all but do it in favor of Duop here. Trying to jump in, and Weaver's tired of waiting. Wow. Okay. Melted. There he goes to bring on the hook hits as well, and now Weaver's going to die. Gets a buyback. That's the thing. Look at that. He just jumps in and pops the tart. What's going on? Meanwhile, over here, actually, OD dealing with a Shadow Fiend. Freezing Field going to be going off for Crystal Maiden, but she does die shortly after. So look out for the Weaver staying dead.
All right, boys, let's go.
They hold.
Got a game on our hands. I mean, obviously, everything that all goes back to Weaver's obviously kind of very aggressive play. Very.
Though they do not. Clinks is not here, and again, without Clinks, they really can't expect to kill anyone. Especially that Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend's going to run back in. Gets a couple auto attacks onto the Vengeful, and that's a dead Vengeful. 70 seconds, no buyback on Mel's right there. And now Duop pushing in. So they're going to be down 1, and really any hero is pretty crucial at a time like this.
So boys, they need some sick hooking.
A little bit, but just out of range. Put Shadow Fiend under, but really this is a distraction right here. Freezing Field by Rubik right there as he jumps in. Streak just going pretty crazy, trying something, but again, it's just not going to happen. Moo is doing everything he can to live. But when you're just trying to live the whole time, you ain't doing a whole lot of damage. So that should all but do it here. It's the final push coming out from Duop, as they're letting the creeps really do most of the work, and they're kind of just staying alive themselves. So game 1 will go to Duop here over compLexity, and gotta say, very deserving. I mean, I know it ended up being a 52-minute game, but they really were in control of most, if not all, this game here.
Yeah, definitely. I think they played pretty good. Like the draft was solid. They knew exactly how to.